As you probably know if you clicked on this video, the next Terraria update is on the verge of coming out, which will be 1.4.5. And as we get closer to it actually coming out, Relogic is letting us know more about what is going to be in this update. And since my last video on 1.4.5 news, we have gotten a ton of new information, which is exactly what we'll be looking at in this video. One of the biggest features we know is coming in 1.4.5 is secret seed combinations. And luckily, we got even more information on what this feature will be like. Firstly, we have someone suggesting adding a combination where random bosses would spawn every 30 seconds, with Red responding with, "That's hateful, I like it." Another suggestion someone made was a way to spawn in the middle of your world in celebration seeds, which Red responded to by saying that he might have a compromise for it with a seed combination. Moving on to changes to worlds in general, Red made a post which seems to be hinting that boulder rain will become a thing. On the note of traps, someone suggested a snow trap, which would give you the frozen debuff, with Red saying that he liked the idea. Another change coming to the snow biome has to do with deer clops, with it looking like you will now be able to find its boss summoning item in the ice chests, which will be a great addition to Terraria, since it's normally a boss you could easily miss or not know about in your playthroughs. Getting to the features that don't really fit in any of the other sections, we have someone asking for visual indicators for permanent player buffs, which are things like the Torch God effect and Shimmer player upgrades, with Red saying that he would look into it and see what he could do. Another person made a post asking if there would be any new pets, and Red responded to that by saying if they do add any more pets, it would be the bunny Alma from the Terraria book series, or a rat for his daughter. Speaking of pets, not too long ago, Cynics made a poll as a part of the Axe and Tree War, which was happening on the forums. And from this poll, it looks like we will be getting an Axe Fairy pet, and an Axe Boomerang, which can cut down trees when thrown. Recently, there has been a lot of talk about yo-yos within the Terraria community, and it seems that Red has picked up on that, with him saying in a comment that yo-yos will be getting some love in this update. Something else the Terraria community's been talking about for years at this point is ways to differentiate between your players and worlds besides just the name. And it seems like Red agrees, since when someone suggested adding notes to your player and worlds, Red said that he liked the idea. Getting to the smaller features now, we have someone asking if it would be possible to place things like chandeliers on the ends of chains, with Red responding by saying that he would see what he could do. Another small feature someone asked for is to have boulders work with portals made with the portal gun, with Red responding by saying that they thought it already worked like that, and that they would see what they can do about it. Something builders will love to hear is that the Rubble Maker is now obtainable in pre-hard mode, which is a new item we got in 1.4.4 that lets you place things like rocks and plants. Another thing that will now be available before hard mode is the potted plants you can buy from the Dryad, which will be another nice addition for builders. Speaking of making things easier to get, teleportation potions, like wormholes, were also made easier to get in this update, which will make jumping into multiplayer a little bit easier. And finally, the last new feature we know about right now, we have someone suggesting that life fruits get a new use in this update, with Red responding with, "You know too much." So it's likely a good idea to go ahead and make a life fruit farm if you don't have one already. That wraps up our look into the latest 1.4.5 news. If you made it this far, be sure to let me know by commenting deer clops, and also let me know what features you would like to see in this update. Thanks for sticking to the end. Be sure to like and subscribe for more Terraria videos like this in the future, and like always, make sure to have a wonderful day.